Before we proceed, may I ask my mom to offer prayers, please?
Hello? Hello? Good. Mr. Chair.
Yes, Council, there's a bit of, yeah, please, come on.
He's already on.
Yeah, thank you, Imam. Please, proceed. Pray for us.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا هب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق الكاتم لما سبق ناصر الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله قدر المقدار العظيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Shukran, Imam. Thank you very much. Bishop, you have the floor, please.
Thank you, Chairman. Lord God of mercy, of grace, of love, and of compassion, you who created the universe, you whose throne is in heaven above, and the earth is your footstool. We continue to thank you for giving us this privilege to come to the village of Jambur to continue our TRRC sittings. And we pray that your Holy Spirit will uphold the people of this village and will be with all who will come out to testify that, Lord, that you will grant them the boldness to speak the truth, and that you will grant the commission the discerning spirit to be able to discern between truth and falsehood. And we pray, Lord, that as the truth comes out, that reconciliation will come. Reparations will also be a possibility. And you, the judge of the whole heart, will do your final judgment on all that will take place. This we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much, Bishop. We now have the Alcalde of Jambur. Welcome to the TRRC. We understand you have some welcoming remarks to make. Please proceed to do so now.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, alhamdulillah rabbil alamin, alhamdulillah rabbil alamin, alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Yo, bi fana mulu neti mi yalon ko.
Today is another day
Pour kan hakilol murundi ko ma nin soma kamala.
to remind ourselves for the future.
Yo, Saya beluntang be diala sate nyun kono jang kaira kono nga kumas bismillah la nga labang alhamdulillah rabbil alamin.
Welcome all the visitors to this village.
Ase ke kairo sabat indirangotin na bangko kang ke fitino bayrangotin na bangko kang.
Let it be something that will sustain peace in our country, something that will also help us do away with violence in our country.
Saje soma warambi mobe se hakilotu ibeta mala banko kanyamin anyim banko la maranya se sone mari bulundo nyamin in Kenya si palka nasoto.
So that today we remind ourselves how to behave, and those of us that are also in authority to know how to run this country, so that what happened does not happen again.
Ala ya keminila amanke ko ya sambiti koleto barbitu nying ala la nyinita kuo kula salo wo beta mala jongo kunale.
Those that it happened to, it was not that they bought it from a shop, but we must know that whatever God ordains, that is what usually happens.
Oto wo kamala mamaria e dandulale soto molu tema ka nkana ke molu fe arangoti nkana ke molu tonyera ngoti.
There is a limit to which we may joke with one another, so let us not make this as an issue of joke or an issue where we would mock one another.
Amanjari wo bela.
It is not necessary to do all of that.
So luntangolo albismillah jambur sate kono.
You visitors, I welcome you once again to Jambur village.
Tonya dama ake minketa wole nyanta satala mimma nyanke katuntul dama tijang malaikul fanambe janna minne fanambe saferol.
Only the truth must be revealed, because we are not alone here. We are here with angels as well.
So nyin tolunga safe wol fanamba safela la nyin tonya ta kono amanyi nyawo nyama bar mi sotota wo e fotolong ay ke tonya ta kola ay bank ay ke banko bela kuti mi yalon ka sa kairo sabatin dinda mali tema anu ni nadiata alay jamburu waliyo koteke nadiata alay wote sotola kata banko kara kotongol mumebe wala mun nanganiyo ti anu ni nanganiyo muminti ngalon jama ba fana nanganiyo be kala wolati.
This, whatever is the truth, is what has to be said, because when we write, the angels also write, and when we don't say what the truth is, they will not write that. Let's just speak the truth, so that what happened in this country will not happen again, and for Jambur also, so that this will be an opportunity to do away with all disagreements forever in this community.
Yo alsal hako boy ndinya katu diamo mandia mbena diamo dana jela ala baraka bak mbali diala kaira kono ala manga kumas bismillah nga janjang alhamdulillah rabbil alamin.
I beg your pardon, because talking is not easy. I might have said something which is not proper, but once again I welcome you into this community, and I hope that you will do your proceedings in peace. I beg your pardon once more.
Thank you very much indeed, Alcaro, for those welcoming remarks. Council, are we ready to start our proceedings? If we are, please go ahead.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, residents of Jambur village. We are happy to be here. We are ready to proceed, and Horeja Balagay will lead the next witness, the first witness.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, Commissioners. Good morning to you all. Can I ask that the witness be brought in so that we can start the proceedings? Thank you, Mr. Usher.
I, Omar Bojang,
ako nte Omar Bojang
de Umar Bojang
do swear that
mben kalila ko
mben kala ko
I'll speak the truth,
mbe toñale fola
mbe toñala fola
the whole truth,
toña damma
toña dam man
and nothing but the truth.
alunte fen fola men manke toñade
nunde fem fola na man ke toñade
So help me God.
woto alama ala en ndema
to alma ala ndema
See.
Assalamu alaikum, Imam.
kansul ko isama imam
wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Thank you very much for welcoming us to Jambur.
akoy numbara bake yem bismillah nyamen kana jambur
And thank you for making yourself available to testify this morning.
akoy numbara fanan I wakilta I sonta inata pour nge soto yana CDR la jangin somanda
We met yesterday, but let me repeat my name. I am Horaja Balagay.
ako kunun ni bentale bari bo nyawnyandi mbe saylan to kan to bu horeja bala gayleti
It is my responsibility to lead your examination on behalf of the commissioners.
ako atelela do ko mu bi pour ka tambi nyaato nyinin karola karola commissioner lu toyala ibe men CDR kala jambi
As I explained to you yesterday, the interpretation may make things a little slower than usual.
akaya fo nyamen kunun nyin kanna soro asikolu sumayandi nole domandin ka dukundi
When you speak in Mandinka, it will be interpreted into English.
ni te mandinka kanfo mba kanna sorla angale kangotole
And when I speak in English, it will be interpreted into Mandinka for you.
alun nate fanan diamuta angale kangoto mbew fanan kanna sorla mandinka kangotole pour ite ya faham
Therefore, please allow a few seconds in between our speeches to avoid overlapping speech.
bitun isi kenendim bula diamolu tema nate ya kangoji ya kenendim diala ite fana ina diamu pour alla diamolu kana sele nyokan
If at any point you would like me to repeat or clarify any of my questions, please feel free to do so.
ako ni tata han fo yaje ko ala nyinin karo ima faham ilafta ayese yakan walla ilafta ay kumo senayandi nyinin karo ke kana hakil fula soto isi nyinin ka babe ko indilale
Your testimony will take one session, which is about an hour and a half.
ila nyinin karo abenna bengo wucce kilinne tala memu montoro wati kilinti anin talantemo
I will cover 4 main topics.
andun kachanyin alladiya monyin abe bunda kumma nani le mala
Very briefly, we will talk about your background, including your educational background as well as your current profession.
wati sutun kono doron abe kachawa folo la dami wolem itelem jumati pour molu safaham itelem jumati luntan during wokola ila karango ila londo sio fana nyininka adata damen bitun wol mukulleti menu nyanta lonna kacha sina tenten
We will then talk about any previous interactions you've had with any of the political parties.
yo kola nsina diamu folo tonun inim politique party olu temo foku nene duntal temale fala ta nyawnyandi nyama abe nyininka la fana nale
We will talk about the witch hunt incident of 2009, including the impact it may have had on you and the rest of the community of Jambur.
wokola kacha sina futa dinkirato menketa wo moluti men ko be buwani ngola 2000 sango kono ani we man toro men sabu itema inila dimbal ni mo ko tan
And lastly, we will talk about the stigma that is associated with being identified as a witch or wizard.
wokola nse labanka nyim fanam fo ni yete chodi ka fo karimu buwaleti woka tesiro anin tokuya men sabu ite marima ikukola fanan nse labanka wo jibe
And any advice you may have on how the community can move forward in spite of such a horrific incident.
wokola ni ya mari soto kuma nyimma isi molu ya mari menna jama molu mbe kolu sambala nyamin satara be sitara larin kairo ni bunya ni horomo kan wo fanan niyo soto isi nyininka yow fanan banke pour jama sidula jang molu betala nyamin
Are you ready to proceed with your testimony, Imam?
ako fo saying imam iparetale pour ka CDR damuta
hanka nyim pareda
yes I am ready
For the record, can you please state your full name?
Puru safer la ko kam ito ani kontongo fobang.
Ntomo Umar Bojan.
My name is Omar Bojang.
Can you tell us your date and place of birth?
Afonyeng iwuluta mintole aning ni hakilo samuta sanjumale mu iwuluta.
Uluda Jambur Janne,
I was born here in Jambur
1961.
in 1961.
And that would have been the 15th of June, 1961, is that correct?
Ako walem nyindi ko June karotil tanni lulu 1961 fa walem bang.
Ha olam.
Yes.
Can you please tell us when and where you attended school?
Ko nyim fanam fanye sanjuma anim min karambu njuma ye karango ke damen nuto.
Ngakaram kumasi Jambur Primary School,
I started school at Jambur Primary School
1967.
in 1967.
Nga conclude ngana primary 6 okay 1973.
I did my primary 6 in 1973.
Mpama na tambondi school oto ayen samba karangola arkwana karangola Kasamas.
My father then withdrew me from school and took me to Casamas for Quranic school.
Ngana arkwana karanko oto kabo 1973 kana 1988 nseta na Jamburja.
I did my Islamic studies there from 1973 to 1988, upon which I returned back to Jambur here.
Do you recall which Quranic school you attended in Casamas?
Ako foy hakilo samutale ye karango ke alqur'ana karang bunjumale to Casamas.
Nga ke daro le tuje ka fo satemi jiddatu khalifa na karamo mai ka fa alaji khalifa Sedi Sall.
I did my Quranic education at the local Dara at Jeddah Khalifa, and my teacher was called Alhaji Sedi Sall.
Alhaji Khalifa
Alhaji
Sedi Sall.
Khalifa Sedi Sall.
You told us that after your Quranic education in Casamas, you returned to the Gambia.
Yenyum fanya ko briyela alqur'ana karango bang Casamas wotumole inata sena Gambia.
Yes.
What is your current profession?
Saying ila doku mumuneti be mun doku fasonela.
Senolo mundela hajoti.
I'm a farmer.
And we also know that you are the Imam of Jambur, is that right?
Nga nyim fana lonko etelom Jambur sati wala alimamoti fo lembang.
Wala be kedin sanyi.
Yes, that is what is existing now.
Do you recall when you became the Imam of Jambur?
Foy hakilo samuta sanjuma lem ye almame ya ta nyin sate kono.
Am famalum nu imamoti o banta 15 December 2014.
My father was the Imam. He passed away on the 15th of December 2014.
Okay, 17th of December 2014 natante ke imamoti.
And on the 17th of December 2014, I was made the Imam.
Prior to becoming Imam in December 2014,
Ako janibe almame ya tala December kono 2014.
did you assist your father in his duties as Imam of Jambur?
Ako foye fama makoyle nun ala alkaliya do ko to Jambur sate oto jang.
Fama tata kebayata ntel ka doko kay jamion to ntel ka salindro kay kama ko je.
Yes, it got to a point where my father was too old, so I used to help to lead the prayers in the mosque.
And do you recall how long before he passed away that you started assisting him in his role as Imam?
Fo isi hakilo sa mutale wato men alaya minjio doya hanfo ite almamiya damuta wala ite yo amako yo damuta sanjumale almamiyato.
Antenga damo ta sango min purka te makoy.
Aha.
Waye sanji tan ni lulu sire jannabe banna.
When I started to assist him, it was almost 15 years before he passed on.
Prior to becoming Imam, were you involved in any kind of political activity?
ako jalni be kala alimamoti fo inene dunta politique koto le banko ila alla jang
hani manke politician nde sama senolo mun hajode.
No, I'm not a politician. Farming is my business.
Have you had any problems with any members or supporters of any political parties?
ako fo inene kole ya kusotole inen politique parti la molu wala se ke politique parti wo parti fo ni la molu si kudu nyotema
Ha wonena sotota.
Yes, that once happened.
Can you please tell us about that?
bitun haketu yewo fonyen aketa nyami
Kita 2001 bring President Carter Fayo kita.
It happened in 2001 after the presidential elections.
O Yaya Jammeh winta.
Yaya Jammeh won.
Dum kilin sotota mbe larin na bentan to nimmol be larin je mbe fonyo batola je.
One day I was lying outside outside of my house. I was there with some people at the Banta bar.
Sudolom.
It was in the night.
O sinoy mo jamata je.
Many people fell asleep.
Green boys on nata.
Then the Green Boys came.
Kana kante nyin mol kono fayenje je ye karwaso ta kalli palli banje.
They sought me out from the crowd until they found me, and then they brought out whips and they were beating me up with them.
O green boys wolu aseke nga modolu loy konole.
Those Green Boys, it is possible that I know some of them.
But wolu wolu to me lead memu la nyaton kodi e ka final lalwa konde.
Because that day, the one that led them, they call him Lalua Conte.
Abe farbale.
He's from Faraba.
Ole nyaton kaya.
He led them.
O sudo ndoma nata nta ndoma mu police wala te ka fa Usman Bojang.
That night, my younger brother, who is a police officer, his name is Osman Bojang,
Onye purungata police purkata nyin case sambaje ka a report je.
told me that we should go to the police so that we could report this incident.
Dada Birkama station odo.
We went to the Brikama station.
Nyin report o dila je.
We gave this report to them,
Bari man kuta kuo kono.
but they did not do anything about it.
Ndela joya miraro to mi ya tinne manna wale manku tamanda kuo kono.
According to my little knowledge, I think the reason why they did not do anything about it,
Darin ko no ko green boys wala.
it is because I told them it was the Green Boys.
Ndo green boys wala yetara do ko da dawda ni ya jamel katara linkire.
And those Green Boys, wherever you found them operating, they are always in link with Yaya Jammeh.
Mira wale atina police wala man hani purka step ta ko.
I think that was the reason why the police were afraid of doing anything about the case.
Wayan soto ji o ko kono.
That happened.
You said that this occurred after the 2001 elections when the Green Boys came and started beating you.
yenyum foko brin 2001 carte fayo butala lem green boys ulunata e utumo lem ye nyilli parokela
Ha.
Yes.
You've told us who the Green Boys were, but do you know why you were targeted?
ako yalon green boys ulu mene yake bari isinyum fono nyene ete fongo la miraro to munana yete nyinin ye nyalo ite kam fo ke lipa
Yalo manke protection di intemu senelality. Bari muka ya jame support dal hani.
You know, I am not a politician, I'm a farmer, but I never supported Yaya Jammeh.
So you believe the reason why the Green Boys targeted you was because you did not support then President Yahya Jammeh?
ako bitun silang ko munyinati ko ye isobita nyina la ko wairi ite mantara lari ya jamme kan wo dalilo le ya sabu green boys olu ye nyaalo ite kan
Ndela miraro e wala dinna.
That is what I can perceive.
And what led you to that conclusion?
ako mune ya sabu ila miraro yo soto yo mira
Yalo, what time ni momo buka ya jame support? Is a problem you need to know what or what?
At that time, anyone that did not support Yaya Jammeh, they will find ways of finding trouble with you.
And at that time in 2001, you were assisting your father, the then imam, with his duties. Is that right?
Akondu wo tembo 2001 sango kono wayatarle ya damu tafoka pare purke ifama mako ala almami ya doku wala.
Yes, at that time I was assisting my father in his responsibilities as an imam.
You mentioned that the Green Boys were led by a certain Lang Nua Conte from Faraba Banta.
Yenyum foko wo Green Boys solu moye nyaton kaya ika fo meye lalluwa konte membota Faraba Banta.
Yes.
Do you recall if he held any position of authority at that time?
Fodum wo tembo isi yenyul lonne ko palasi babulu mensike kantiya palasoti.
Itola katambi Green Boys wali nyato de malon kantiya memba wala fo atele ke wo atele mwila wo timo la nyaton kote de ka fanyami. Ilo Green Boys ilo timo min nata jam.
Well, they used to lead the Green Boys. I don't know, but perhaps he was the one who was heading that team that came here that night.
You said that after this incident was reported at the Brikama police station,
yenyum foko biri nyin kuoketa aliye kumo nyin samba Brikama police dinkira nyinto.
they did not take any action, and you believe it's because you complained about the Green Boys.
Ako bitung polisolu manna kokundin tamandi je katu ya foko wairi Green Boys or lem.
Yes.
Just to clarify, did they take any kind of measure after the day that you reported the incident?
Ako purka ko senandi fodum ye sila talebang mensike hakiltu siloti biring wo kuoketa kata akola nyina.
Ani man silo tal.
No, they took no steps at all.
Apart from that incident after the 2001 elections,
Ako ko labrin 2001 karte fayo botala.
did you have any further interactions or altercations with the Green Boys?
Ako fo anata soto le kotake bang inin Green Boys solu si dunyola wala isi kusambe kan kotake menni o ku folo takilingi.
Bera bota wola ning Green Boys sol nene mang ikafo nene mang kujote bari mo kilim fanan nene sotata nung ya 2006 karte fayo kola model fanan nene natang atakin na suo kono bari ku kola nata lonko potikole dabe ko kono kanto hanin na dipte involved ko kono.
After the incident with the Green Boys, I never had any other incident with them. But after the 2006 presidential elections, somebody visited me, and later on, I got to know that it had a political connotation. In fact, our MP at the time was also involved in that issue.
Can you tell us a bit more about that? Who was your MP at the time and what happened?
Ako odo o fanang keta nyameng afonyeng aning utumo mune keta aning fanang jumale mala dipite ote utumo.
The way that case happened, we went to our rice fields to farm with a tractor.
Within 7 o'clock,
From 7 in the evening until 1 a.m., we were in the farm, farming. We returned from the rice field, from our plowing, 1:30, back to the village. I went to fetch water so that I could take bath. I heard somebody calling my name inside the vehicle, inside the village, and he was approaching and he was insulting my mother. I said, but I do not know who is insulting my mother like this.
nko en ko mamari lo
Those that we returned from the farm that early morning also heard this individual insulting my mother. And they came to me and asked me, who is this that is insulting your mother? And I told them, in fact, I don't also know who it is.
otuma be bantabato jamma fanga
At that time, the individual was by the Bantaba, this side.
nata amoya la bamanendo ka katana binankan abinanna suoma fanga
I heard the insult. I heard him insulting my mother, and his voice was getting closer and closer to my house. He was approaching my house.
ni mini bije konya ko e konya nyim ta nyin no ma nyimin ke banante ya nyin kan ko ya manjare ko ko ala bula don ay nana
Those that I was with said to me, but this individual who is insulting your mother and approaching like this to your house, go ahead and meet up with him. But I said to them, no, it is not necessary. Allow him to come in.
ko le fon be al be bona soko na tul be ta
And I told them, in fact, all of you leave my house now. Just go and leave me alone.
wol be janyanta
All of them dispersed.
anada fonna soko no
He came up to my house.
da fananda ngaddo ko cika kama wonyama
So I also took a stick ready for him.
ngamuro ja bulo kono
I saw him with a knife in hand.
muro balaw bulo min kono ngawo bulo lipa ngabulo kati sinyafula
I hit him on that hand that held the knife, and it broke twice.
lu womu luntang le tisate to kukola le nata lo mo koy ko luntang lo mabe jiarin sate kono jande
But that individual was in fact a stranger in the village. It was after that I got to know that in fact he was a stranger.
itata police itata report je
They went to the police and reported me there.
so manda police won natan kama yen samba
In the morning, the police came and they picked me up.
but biri yenyin ka ngana statement no be dira
But when they asked me, I gave them a whole statement.
but wo time boyo nyinti je ko tata bulo le dada lo tanoto
But at that time, the boy was not there. They said they had taken him to the hospital to treat his hand.
but yen diten police station oto je
But I was detained at the police station there.
mbije fo salfana kola after 2
I was there until after 2.
nata jenna MP funtita na minketa parliament
Then I saw a NP arrive, who was Paul Mendy,
anen haja fatu sise
and Hajafatu Sise.
inate ning eso dunta of sokon
They came and got into the office with the SO.
e min kacha jede malo
Whatever they discussed there, I did not know.
ar biri tole fundita e seita
But when they came out and left for home,
eso en commande
the SO called me.
akonye ko
He said to me,
fo nyin ko mo politique ko le da konye kanto nyin ko manke min sata ta jam wo manke politique ko da konye min ka lay mole involve ko ko no
he asked me, is this a political issue? Because as I see it, this is not a political issue. But what is making this your political people involved in this case?
akonye konkane bula
He said to me that he was instructed not to release me.
e konge imuta nge soron selo kono jang e kana tadblato itelo moti mi ya lonko ika mol mobilize jambur sate kono pour APRC kana kanyeji
He said to me that he was being asked to detain me there in the cell because I am the one individual who used to mobilize the people in Jambur to ensure that the APRC does not win there.
ko eso wona o eso ka fa Idrissa Baji
That SO's name was Idris Abaji.
ko eso bari nyanta o folanye junal janni be bola jang
I said to the SO, but you should have informed me about this earlier on before they left.
ko ni janni be bola jang ya fonye no ni to fanal be min kila jambo kile to fanal lade
I said to him, if you had informed me before they left, what I was going to do with them also was going to happen here.
eso konye ko hani sabar
The SO said to me, no, please check hard.
nim bije fo fitri sal kola
I was there until after the evening prayers.
eso konye ko
The SO said to me,
akonye nyimman ke kesti mi ya lonko nyante mutar jang ke deten jang
that this was not a case which warranted him detaining me and keeping me there.
akonye bar politique ko la be banko kanja
He said to me, but this is a political issue. It's politics that is operating in the country.
Akonye nyim politician mini ye dabula nyim kuokon.
He said to me, these politicians that have now involved themselves in this case,
Nintenge bula jang iseta jambur.
if I released you here and you return back home to Jambur,
Nim modoli yeje wolbe tol kolale koyo ko nyim fele jambur sate kon.
if anybody is to see you there, they will call them and inform them that you were back home in Jambur.
Akon du sendela hajoti akonye ko sendela hajoti nyano wolale.
And he said to me, this could lead to me losing my job.
Akonye bari man tela la jande.
He said to me, but you will not spend the night here.
Akonye ko ikoto mabe birkama sate kono je ko ikoto mabe kabafita. Akonye taye tela woya. So manda juno ise sorno.
You said to me, you said your brother is in Kabafita in Brikama. Go and spend the night with him there and then return back here in the morning.
Akonye so manda janni tolbina ni yete tarjan ote balon na ko yela janni.
He said to me, if they come in the morning and find you here, they will have the impression that, in fact, you spent the night here. That was when I came to realize that, in fact, politics was now in the whole of this matter. That was how my case and this individual transpired.
So, Imam, correct me if I'm wrong.
Imam, ako nimfilita isintilindi.
A stranger came to your village of Jambur and insulted your mother and tried to attack you.
Ako luntango nata sate kono anyimari ye banen kabirim bantafa nata ila suwo kono abe banen kang.
It was only after you tried to defend yourself and ended up at the police station that you realized this had a political motive.
Akondung birinyin nata jorango babulu ite fanang ifintita puruke fantankandi. Hanufo yo liparo kala bitung inate fanje police Brikama station oto.
Yes.
You mentioned Haja Fatu Sise, who was there, who went to the SO of the police station with someone else.
Ye Haja Fatu Sise tofo. Wole ni modo tata SO nyi ya Brikama police je.
Nina MP deputy tata je Paul Mendy.
Yes, she went there with our MP, Paul Mendy.
And you said that you were detained at the police station for 1 day.
Yenyim foko yesin the police station oto je hanu for tilikilling.
Yes.
And it was only upon speaking to the SO that you realized that the reason why you were kept there was because you're one of the people who would mobilize against the APRC in Jambur. That was the allegation.
Akobitung ining SO la dia mokono. Utumo long inata long ko. Yara political level kono katu ye nyi yitandi ko itele moti menka molu kodindi mansakunda pati ola Jambur sate okono jang.
Yes.
Before we move on to the next topic, I just want to take you back to the first incident of 2001.
Akoja ningata karadola alafte murundi la koma domanding ku menketanun 2001.
After the Green Boys attacked you and beat you with whips, did you suffer any injuries?
Ako Green Boys yolo liparo kela in Karawasulu fo baramoso ton tele menkete bala.
Karawasi liparo loma embalo limbere blado bija woli feteng ntado loptano founto kaboro nyinije.
Yes, the whips wounded me at some places. It tore my skin and I had to go to the hospital to seek medication.
Can you describe the types of injuries? You mentioned that it tore your skin. Was there any other type of injury that you sustained?
Ako ibalo damenu farata ulukola fo barama dokete balale bang mensi ke kudimindi mensi dimindi.
Hani wo bala lipar bala di molo.
No, it was just the pain of the beating, and that was internal.
And which part of your body sustained injuries?
Ibalo minto ma fanne baramolu soto.
Kabonte to kanan counter jawo yo be di pale.
From my waist coming to my neck, all of those areas were beaten.
So I'd now like to move on to the witch hunt incident of 2009.
Ako saying alafta saun na kata wo buade makolu to menketa 2009 sankono.
In 2009, you would have still been assisting your father in his role as Imam of Jambur.
Ako 2009 sankono wo wato nyanta tarla le hanim bi ibe fama makoy kan almame ya kulula jambur sate kono
Yes.
Can you tell us what happened in Jambur when the witch hunters came to the village?
silang afonye jambur sate to jam mun kule keta jang birin wo buwa de malalu nata dun ta sate kono jambur
bismillah atembe talung min feden ta alung fono la nyinata alung la le nung date min fanamu nyinata wo fananale.
I cannot recall the exact date that they came here and the day they came here, as well as the date. That day I had visitors. My mother passed on here, where I was educated from in Casamas. They came to pay their condolences here. Two individuals came from Casamas, one came from Katong, and all of them came here. Then we had the sound of drums coming from the Bantaba end.
But at
that time, what was happening, I was not aware.
But kukola nata mwe ndomala ko inata suo konole mpamaya imamoya.
But after that, I came to hear from my brother that they had come to the house to my father.
Ikompamaya ko they
said to my father that some people were being sent here by Yaya Jame to pray for the community.
But
that he should go there and open the meeting with a prayer. I was not living in the same house with my father. My father called my younger brother. Said to him, go and open this meeting and do the prayers for them. He narrated to me that once he got to the Bantaba and they opened the prayers to the meeting, he said to him that they should go to the cemetery because there are certain things which they had to use to perform the charity, and they had to be slaughtered at the cemetery. He said once they got to the cemetery, he said they dug a hole. He said after they dug the hole, they killed a red cock and they put it inside that hole. They then went on to slaughter a red goat and they put the blood of that goat inside that hole. He said there was also something, a liquid in a bottle, which they also took and poured inside the hole. He said that it was after that that they returned back to the Bantaba here.
But jeto yela manyal kijele ko nimiye ya jamme jampa nyinsate kono ibe halakile ko ibe ko kunne min duaja bebe den kunne te kundole.
But at the cemetery they did their own activities, they performed their own rituals, and they said that if anybody wanted to betray Yaya Jame, you'll be cursed.
ko bili nada banta bato jang
So when they returned back to the Bantaba,
ndela lunta on min beya nga konton lo ndi wole pour nga konton
the visitors that I had in my house, I brought out lunch so that we could eat.
nga modje fari na sokon
And I saw people fill up in my house.
do ni fe wulawol
Some came dressed in red.
fam felen dawon nim binol be la ñing don ka wulawol bala
They had mirrors on their dress and they also had horns.
green boys will be fari noma
The green boys were also many behind them.
sojar wol fana dol be no bari nga sojar kilin sute je solo boja wo be no maje
Soldiers also were there following them, but there is one soldier that I recognize, Solo Bojang.
anen o time o memo alkalo ti jang wo fana be ine wo fana be siloka
And that time also, the one that was the Alcalo here was also with them.
ifata na sokon
They filled up my house.
ye salam e ko salamu alaikum
They greeted.
nge jabe konoto
I answered them from the inside.
e konye nate tele
They said to me, "We have come to you."
mfundi ta bantate
I came out like this.
e konye hani ngata bun kono nsola ta milu la wolbe la bun la kono
They said to me, "No, let's return back inside the house. The people that we need are inside the house."
nko entela bun kono e ko ha
I asked them inside my house, and they said yes.
itata na salo to je luntangol be sirinje
They went to my sitting room where the strangers were seated,
ye wo sirangol koto be fanyal kadulal be jibe
and they inspected all of those seats under everywhere, checked everywhere, all over the place.
e koy ka fenne nyine
They said they were looking out for something.
itata na la dula kono to
They went inside my bedroom.
yo to fanam be janjang kalaran be janjang
They checked all over the place, moved the bed all over the place.
e koy ka fenne nyine
They said they were looking for something.
itata na jonkon kono
They went to my bathroom.
bado wo jonkon nyin nay local jonkon lo abe kene balo to ten nyin jonkon fenkol
But this bathroom was the local ones we usually have, out detached from the main house.
nga sila pola ndi jete nke kan ku wo sila pola kan
I had placed a slab there where I used to take my bath on.
itata forward
They went up to there.
ibeje
They were there.
yente commande
Then they called me.
konya nana
They said to me, "Come."
ndata mfutate maje
I went up to where they were.
e konya ko yedda barole dada
They told me you've made a dangerous juju
burka niaje nyin sate fondin kilman kayra soto nyin sate fondin kilman firing aton nal nyongol dom.
The reason why there has been no progress for the youth in this village is because of people like you and others who are just like you.
Yela manyarol kije yela manya sial kije
They did their things there and they behaved and did many other things there.
ye wosilapo wulindi
They raised up that slab.
ye fem manyaran ke dole be ye fem manyaran ke dole bondije
They took out something from under that slab.
e konye ko tele nyin dabaro kejam
They told me this is the bad juju that you put here.
e konya chika ninga ta banta bato
They told me take it up and let's go to the Bantaba.
wodula to ndiya muta
I talked to them there.
ngoy konde se fen sangaro dada se dabaro dada nganante fan kanku o kanjam
I told them, how can I prepare a bad juju and put it here where I used to take bath?
e konya ngata
They said, no, let's go.
sa ni be fundila
So when I was going out with them,
fo fundita nan fo baranda to jimbaw to je
we came out up to the veranda.
yenyen kay lay luntan bota min tole
They asked me, who are these strangers? Where are they from?
ngoy ko i bota kasa masele inata sanga konton la jam
I told them they are from Casamas. They came here to pay condolences to me here.
na alkalo ko e ko
The alcalo told them that
akoy ko nyinna kam morol kumandi nan kasa masi kana ka dabaro dada pour ka ya jamela man si atinya
the alcalo told them that this man is the person who makes these bad jujus so that Yaya Jammeh's leadership can have problems.
akonyu nata wala jang ali be samba
This is why they are here. Take them all.
yenteni wol be lunta wol be sambanyo te wala nyama.
This is how myself and all those visitors, we were all taken to the Bantaba.
Kana Bantaba to jam.
Then we all came to the Bantaba here.
Imam, before you tell us what happened at the Bantaba,
Akojalni ba fula nyamune keta Bantaba to.
I would like to ask a few follow-up questions so that we can better understand what you've just told us.
Akalafte nyinin kala tentendiri nyinin kar dantala puru yemen foten sa faham kendeke.
You said that you did not live in the same house as your father, who was Imam at the time.
Iko eni fama mantala nyokan sukilion kono utumo atabe almamiala.
However, it was your brother who told you what happened at your father's residence as well as what happened at the cemetery.
Akoy doma bitung wala afwe menketa ifala suokono ani tata bade ko tutumo mena menketa je.
From what your brother told you,
Akoy woto idoma ye memfoye.
prior to the day that the witch hunters arrived in Jambur village,
Janning nying bua nyinin nalu be futala jan tilikiling janni binala.
was your father informed that they would be coming to Jambur?
Fo ye nying kibaro kinang ifama yenne wala ka fayen ko nying bua de malalu bina Jambur.
Hani nenema moy dot.
No, I've never heard it.
Was that normal?
Ako fokolu kake wala nyama bang.
Itoli akol nyama sembole bele.
That was how they did it. They had the power.
Whenever visitors came to Jambur, was your father notified in advance of their presence?
Ning luntandolu bina Jambur jang. Fo ika fo ifama yenne ko wulu bina la jang janning ila natema.
Ha ka kibaro dile.
Yes, they give the information.
But on this particular occasion, he was not informed. Is that right?
Abari nyin silo dung imang kibar kinang ifama e fo aketa wala nyama.
Hani imang kibaro kibare diala fo biri natala mo inatalu akunta tonka fa heko.
No, they did not give him any information. It was after when they arrived, that was when they came and they informed him.
You told us that your brother accompanied these people to the cemetery.
Ya fo nyankoy do male ningo molu tata bade koto.
And
No matter ni tata ji.
Yes, my brother went with them.
and you told us that at the cemetery, they killed a red goat and a red cock.
Andu yenyum foko bade koto je ye sisi wulengo le faje anim ba wulengo.
Ha yo kibaro dinale ko sisi ulango nimba ulango le faji.
Yes, I was given that information that a red cock and a red goat were killed at the cemetery
Ari ndema mabeji.
because I was not present there.
And from what your brother told you, the red cock was buried along with the blood of the red goat.
Akondu doma e memfoye. Yo sisi wulengo memfaje ayelo keta o dinkirato andu yo ba wulengo memfanam faje ya ayelo beke o dinkira kilingo leto.
As well as a liquid that was also poured into the hole.
Ani nata jio memfananta ka yelema o dinko kono.
Do you,
Aketa wala nyama.
That was how it happened.
do you know what happened to the red goat itself? Did they take it away or did they do something else to it?
Ba wulengo nying fo inata fo ine ya Kenya mimbang fo inata tale bang fo ya Kenya dile.
Ndoma ko sisi ulango yo sare jele barba yo bulande moto kono ni wota ya wala yelo damang yo la kidinko kono. Biri ya kana de yelo.
My brother told me that the red cock was buried there, but the red goat was put onto a vehicle and taken away by these people.
You said that from what your brother told you, after this ritual, they said that if anyone wanted to betray Yaya Jammeh, they would be cursed.
Yenyum foko edoma yenyum fo enko o jelemo iko momondi lafta Yaya Jammeh jamfala amonta imari be halakilale.
Ha.
Yes.
Apart from that, did he tell you anything else about what happened at the cemetery?
Akona manke wote fo kudo se ke bade ko to jebang.
Na man ko de hana ye kol min be ta mandi la silol kan ni tata damento no in blanda mante concentrate wo damanala.
This was what he told me, how they did other things in their way. That was not, I wasn't after that. This was where I concentrated on.
And do you recall some of the other things that they did in their way, as you put it?
Ako yo kolu menu kije fo hani kukilim bijele bang isi mem fono yo manyalu menu ke kaburo je.
ye manyal min ke kaburo
ha
na man ke nyimba ka dinko sin ka bafa ka sise faje ka fenko bonje ka isareje na man ko de hanin man ko kalanda
Nothing else other than the killing of the cock and the goat and the burying of the cock and the blood. That was all that I was aware of.
Do you know if any member of the community in Jambur was made to do anything at the cemetery?
ako jambur molu menu bijang fo wo molu kono fo mo soto ndale baye membula kula wala ya kerindi kula wo kaburo to je wolum
mamma be je de fon ndoma memma be ta je mfama to yala yola bula kanaterol
I was not present there, but my brother who was present there, who represented my father, was the one that was asked to do the killing.
He was asked to do the killing, is that right?
ako amunta yola bula kanaterola fo lembang
e ko aketa wala nyam
Yes, they said that was what happened.
Did he tell you if he was asked to do anything else apart from that?
faya fo ne bang ya bula kudola la se menke je kanatero kola
hani
No.
You told us that after this, these witch hunters came to your residence.
yenyum fanyen ko biriwo botala lom nyim boade malala natana kanete fangola bungoto
Yes.
You told us that there were people dressed in red who had mirrors and I believe you said horns as well.
ya foko bitum wolu melu nata je ye fengulengol le dum fam felen dangolu be bulu anin binolu e melu be bulu ni wolle nata je
Yes.
Do you recall how many of them were dressed in red on that day?
fo hakilo samuta bang mo jelle o fengulengolu dum wolum
mo saba
3 individuals.
You also mentioned the Green Boys.
ye green boys wol fana la kumo fole
wal fanal be wala ke isembentu ya ni wala kata
Yes, they were the ones that were empowering them. They were the ones that moved along with them.
Can you describe what they were wearing on that day?
ako fo sa fo no nye ye fem façon juma nyol le dum wolum
kudru jamba kero lo ma nin don ka jamba kero nin na fa jamba kero
They had green trousers, green shirts, and green caps.
You also mentioned that they were led by Solo Bojang, is that right?
yenyum fana foko me ye nyaton kaya e ka fo le solo bojang fo wolem bang
wala keta
Yes, that was what happened.
You said you recognized Solo Bojang because you had seen him before that day.
e ko ye solo bojang sute kato inene ya jele janni wolum be sila
Yes.
Can you tell us how you were able to recognize Solo Bojang? Had you had any previous interactions with him? for
ako
example?
ye solo bojang sute nyaadi le fo kunele dunta ina temale bang
solo boja nga sude nyami
ha
kanilla en kata jele
I used to go to Kanilai.
nin tata kanilla
When I go to Kanilai,
ya la suo kono misiro mimbe do renga la suo fan kono je
inside Yaya Jame's compound, the mosque that is inside the house,
imamo mimbiji
the imam that was there
nakafunyo malo wo bota banya kanjanne
is my companion, and he's from Banyaka over here.
ngele ka salindro ko misiro to jannimbe bolaje
I used to lead the prayers in that mosque before I leave.
nin solo ka sinyo kan dobije nka hata ke nyokan ngalo wol
We used to sit down in the same place with Solo, and sometimes we even brew attire together. I know him.
Do you know what kind of role Solo Bojang held at the time?
fo yalo ne ban solo boja wo time wo wato alo dula mu muneti
nganyil lon mala do fenko fangolon de bari ngayil lon ko nakita ya la bakile
I don't know what his role was, but I know that he was someone that was very close to Yaya Jame.
You mentioned that apart from Solo Bojang, the Alcalo at the time was also with the group. Is that right?
yenyum foko solo bojang kola sato alikalo fanan ni molbe sila kilingule kan
Yes,
to legia
he hosted them.
Can you tell us the name of the Alcalo at the time?
otumo alikalo nyin ato fo nyabang
wotumo nu ntolla jang mimbe al kaliale ka fa keba juju bojang
At that time, the one who was at the Alcalo was called Keba Juju Bojang.
And Imam, I know it's very hot here, but don't forget that there's a bottle of water next to you.
ako imam ngalon ko jang akan ditale bari jiyo fele loring idala je
bismillah.
Apart from the groups that you've mentioned and the individuals you've mentioned, were there any armed men with this group?
ako ye molu mennu fo ye mennu tolu fo teng ani ini mennu nata nyola wonya fo modolu fanalu bijele mo si mennu je ko fo jorangolu sitara mennu bulu
hani binanna sokono wato minna
No,
man joranje mo bulu ci
at the time that they came to my house, I did not see anyone with any weapons.
You said after they searched your entire house, they went outside to the bathroom that was located outside.
eko biri ye labungo kono be visite kaje be jibe otumole na taboje katela jonkon to kudulato
ha
Yes.
You said they discovered jujus under the slab and then told you that these were very dangerous jujus.
iko eke ku slabo men kan biri yo wulindilom ye fem bondije me yalon ko iko musafe jawolti dabaro yewle bondije
ha
Yes.
You said that you asked them why you would place something like that under where you take a shower. Were you surprised when they said they found jujus there?
ako yenyum foko ye fem bondije mem musafoti way ko mem korteti fodum biri yo bondi ya fonna mun safe façon nem
hani ma fo nyamene façon mode
No, they did not tell me what type of juju it was.
But were you surprised that they discovered the jujus where they said they discovered it? Was that a surprise?
fonyin kete tere makolti yo fengo mem bondije ay tere ne bang
o kada ndema tere makula de kanu ndema kiji
That was a surprise to me because I did not put it there.
Do you know why they came to your house in particular?
yalo ne fango dalilo mem fango ya kendi inata foila bungoto
ma dalilo lo bar jamburun kolle alkalo le be nyato wala je pointi
I don't
Ini
know,
wala nataje.
I don't know what the reason was, but they were led by the Alcalde of Jambul and he pointed them to me.
You said that on that particular day you had 2 visitors from Casamas and 1 from Katong who came to pay respects to you because you had lost your mother.
ako wolum yekuluntango lusoto mo fula bota kasa mas mo kilim bota katong men yalon ko inata sanga kontongol la katu wayatara ibama bantanu
ha
Yes.
You said that those 3 individuals were also taken along with you to the Bantaba.
ya foko womo sabolu woluntango lu fanalu yolu fanalu mutale ye teni wolu bele samba nyola bantabato
ha ankay akedo wala nya
Yes.
Do you know why your visitors were also picked out and taken to the Bantaba?
foya lonne mun dalila le ya sabu ye la woluntango lu fanalu muta ke eteni wolu be samba nyola bantabato
na le kalo lo ko ntele wol bonde kasama singi samanan jang pour kana ya jamela man sayatinya
Our Alcalde said that I was the one who invited them from Casamas to bring them here so that they could come and destroy Jammeh's government.
When you were, prior to arriving at the Bantaba, did you stop at any other house with the group that you were with?
birin ali wulta kata bantabato fodum ali lota dulato le silo kam banjannal be futala bantabato
hani yende samanan yen sindi bantabato idunta sate kono kotake ni nate modolo dol sindi bantabato modol bi janne
No, I was brought from my house and taken to the Bantaba and made to sit down, and then they left and went into the village and began to bring people to the Bantaba. Some of them are here present.
Can you tell us about the situation at the Bantaba?
a fo ñangotumo bantabato kolu be je ñaadile
wotumo ntel be futala je nga tantangol tata kosila je
By the
bari
time we
yen tol
arrived,
samba yen sindi banko to ko asidu ngaye
but by the time we arrived, we met there was a lot of drumming, but they asked us to go and sit on the floor.
And what about the other people that you met there? Were there a lot of people who were detained and told to sit on the floor?
akoye modol menu traje fodu mo jamal le mu ye menu muta inata yolu fanalu sindi duma ko ya telu sindi duma nyame
antenga tara mo man siaje barbirin tinata ndenena woluntan wo kole dunta sate ko mo jamal nata na inata mo jamal samana.
When I arrived with those visitors, there were not many people. But after we were seated there on the ground and they went into the village, then they began to bring in a lot of people.
Do you recall some of the people who were also detained with you at the Bantaba?
foy hakilo sibula mo dolu lale ye nimbelu mutanyola kali sindi duma Bantaba to je
Mo siata
There were many people.
kandu mini ya akonti dol ka fo fata da fo mo taworning fulanyon.
Those that counted said there were almost up to 82 individuals who came from this place.
I believe you said 62, is that
62,
correct?
62.
Can you tell us how, who are the people who counted the individuals who were detained at Jambur?
afanya utumo jumanyo le fango molu konti yo molu menu mutawonya
Nga kibaro soto Ablay Bojang bulu nga mela molbe be recordri wo bulle Ablay Bojang. Oya mol sapele.
I got that information from Ablai Bojang. I think he has the records.
And do you recall when Abdullah Bojang made this list?
ako foy hakilo sibula lale ablay bojang ayo molu menu rekodo nya menu safe ayada da wati jumale
Amela birin yin ko keta nyame na te ako safe yalo modo side safe.
I think this was as the events were unfolding.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
I think this happened as the incident was happening.
Do you know where Abdullah Bojang is presently?
ako foy ablay bojang tara dinkiraro ne bambe yin tembo mento
Be jambur jana barakata do kola fa atata do kola biba ma bar jambur dingulam sabar nja.
He's a resident of Jambur. He's here, but I'm not sure whether he is going to work or not.
Apart from you, was any other member of your family detained at the Bantaba in Jambur?
ite kungo fango kola ila dimbaya lukono ibadi nsutum lukono foy modo fana mutale ke sindi Bantaba to je wolu njamburu
Ha
Yes.
Tell us who.
afonye nje jumale muta ila molu kono
ntenna luntan be sirim banda bato nata jëm fama fam memu imam rati boti yo fanan samana.
While I was sitting down there with my visitors, I then saw my own father, who was the imam, being brought in.
Mfama doma yo fanan samana.
My father's younger brother too was brought.
Adoma fulanya fana yo fanan samana.
Brother too was brought.
Jolbe bota sukile wona kon.
All of us are from the same family.
Do you recall around what time of the day this was when you arrived at the Bantaba?
ako foy hakilo sibula la tilo wati jumalo nyinti wato me ite futata Bantaba
Salfana sal kola don comme kabo talan fula kada talan sabakando.
It would be between 2 and 3 p.m.
And do you recall for how long you stayed at the Bantaba sitting on the floor?
ako foy hakilo sibula la aliye wati jelle ke siring dumaje Bantaba to yal sindi dame
Mbijanna fo alansaro salta janna 5 o'clock mata yo kola le 5 o'clock salary kola le mbota jang.
We were here until 5 o'clock. After the 5 o'clock prayers, that was when we left.
So can you tell us about how you left Jambur?
afonye nsayin alnata bojan nyadi le kabojam burjang
Yembe bulandi boss wala kono.
We were all boarded into a bus.
And do you know where the bus was headed to?
yalo le
Or where it
boso
went?
nyin biral bota jay tata min tole
Biri be mbondi la jantol male kan samba dame de nga tilinyin silo bari ntata mfango je kolole. Iko je mu kolole ti yen samba wod.
When we were leaving, we did not know where we were heading to, but we just took this road. And then we found ourselves at a place that they said was called Kololi.
Imam, you told us that Abdullah Bojang prepared a list and there were about 62 individuals.
imam ya nyim fonyen ko ablay bojang ay kayto safele adunga itata le han fo mo taworo nim fula menu safeta
Yola.
Yes, that was what they said.
I want to focus on the individuals who were in the bus. Do you recall if there were only men or were there women as well?
ako sa en lafta jube la molu mennu ye bulandi boso kono kelu doron ne bije bang fo musolu fanal be kono
kel ni musol belo
There were men.
sapo pan kanyan telefon
There were men and women. I can even say that we were almost even in number.
And apart from men and women, do you recall if there were any children in that group?
ako musol nin kelu kola mennu be boso kono fo hakilo samata ko fo dindingulu fanam bije le bang
molu min tata ye min samba
The people that they took away,
Yes.
na man ke mo kilinti lamin bojam na man ko tin sa fon telo ni mo be kono dindiwde
if not one individual called Lamin Bojang, I can say that amongst all these individuals, I was the youngest.
indon be mo ke balleti musol fanal be muske balleti
All these men were elderly and the women too were elderly.
And at that time, you would have been in your late 40s, if I'm not mistaken.
ako tembo dum asike ko ebe sanji tannani nim feng na tara amamfili
ha
Yes.
And from what you've said, the individuals who were arrested and detained were older than you, apart from this Lamin Bojang.
ako yinyim foko o lamin bojang kola anite fango wo moto malumen bije wulu be siate tetile
ha
Yes.
Can you tell us what before that, apart from the people who were detained, do you recall who else was on that bus with you?
ako molu mennu yemuta wulu kola fo hakilo samuta ko fo modo fanam bali fele o boso kono je mo mutari ngulu kola
green boy sol ben fejele
The Green Boys were there in our midst.
ani moto do fanam ben no ma sojaro bo kono
There was also
solo bojandi sojaro mininata
there was also a vehicle following us. The soldiers were there. The soldiers that came with Solo Bojang.
Can you just give us the names of your younger brother who led the witch hunters to the cemetery, the Jambur cemetery?
fo isi do ma to fo no nye men tambita aninwo we buade malalu tata kata bade koto
e ka fay bubakar bojang
He is called Bubakar Bojang.
And the individuals from your family who were also detained, you mentioned, I believe, your father as well as your father's younger brother.
ya fo fanan ko molu menu ye muta jewo nya itela mulla karola ye ifama muta ana doma yol fanal muta leke ka fo molu ma e menu muta
ha
Yes.
Can you give us their names, please?
ul fanalu tolu fo nyebang
mpama to mo imam karamo bojang
My father's name is Imam Karamo Bojang.
And your father's brother's name?
adoma e ka fo e arfa yaya bojang
The younger brother is called Arafang Yaya Bojang.
fulanjang jar kunda bojang
The second one, Jarkunda Bojang.
e be mo the same father yol be sambale
All of them share the same father, and they were all taken.
Imam, can you tell us what happened when you arrived at Kololi?
imam afanyeng silambri ya lisamba fal futata kololi muneketa
belim futata kolol
When we arrived at Kololi,
yen sambe ko nga ngarang be nga bulanyo na ngarang
they asked us to line up.
min bente nyato de minkete la de man fellon what
Those that are in front of me, what happened to them, I cannot tell.
but birin ram futata ntema
But when it was my turn on the line,
ndunta bun kono ten
I went inside a room.
nga sojaro tara lori
I found a soldier standing.
par kido bo bul
He had a gun.
ñing ñilmeni fewulongol dunten
These individuals who were dressed in red,
mo fula be lori
two of them were standing.
pana ba fula be dumbu ba fula be lori
They had two buckets that were placed there.
do jio min ba kono
The other one, the liquid that was in it,
ye jambolo li akono bisun jambo min kilimu ma jambalo bar jio be fa be jamba kerata
they put leaves there, but I don't know what kind of leaves that they were, but the water changed almost to the color of the leaves.
jido
The other water,
wo fanan man seneyade bari wala fanan seneyata ñing folo ñindo wote
that one too was not very pure, but it was a little bit purer than the other one.
yo min be norin wo jio min be norin ten
The one that had these herbs in it,
ya ma fa duta
they stirred it.
ye 1 liter kopota ya fande je ko nga be mi
They took a 1 liter cup and filled it up and asked me to drink it.
be nga commencé mi wala
When I started drinking it,
ñamol min ba kono
the little grass that was in it,
nkomba bondi la ke fay
I said I was going to remove them to throw them away.
e kon kana fay ko nga ñimi nga kuno
They said I should not throw them away. I should chew them and swallow.
no nga beke wala ñama
And I did it exactly like that.
bari bere la kurata wo mi ngola
But after I was done with the drinking,
ko nga naddo ni ko wura
they asked me to remove my shirt.
e konye kurtudo be la dumal banko ha
They asked me if I had an underpants, and I said yes.
ko nga kurtu santon ko wura
They asked me to remove my trouser.
wo jido min bo panado kono
The other water, which was in the other bucket,
fangol ka bi kanku ala ka son kan jibara jebe sumyaran
they took that water themselves and they were pouring it on me and bathing me, but that water was cold.
biri yanku wala foy la kurata
After they washed me with that water until they were done,
o dum min kante kuwol
and those people that were bathing me with that water,
haninte min mo dinnu te nyin ka fokono
even myself, who was the youngest amongst the group that came,
ngel financiata word
I was also older than them.
biri la kurata
After they were done,
ko nga naddo ni ko dunga ne kurto
they asked me to put back on my shirt and trousers.
yen samba
They took me.
sali ba kono te
There was a big sitting room.
amodo tar sirinje
I found some people sitting down there.
do waton be sumya wato to jang
At that time, it was the cold season.
ko nga si taylo kanje yen sindo taylo ko
They asked us to sit on the tiles. That was where we were seated.
ndese ninse fem fono moyje
If I can tell anybody about what happened there,
nam fon kala muto keta wollete
my consciousness was only on these things I have said.
si wo taylo kan
Sitting on those tiles,
majiki atambita minute lulo la nam fon kala muto
I don't think that I was conscious for more than 5 minutes after that.
bila bota wala fawo samo tala woro la koteke wo kola le nata long fo mo le mbulo mute konye na ita bula muto kono ngasena
After that time, until 7 o'clock the following day, in fact, it was people who came and held my hand and told me, come and board the vehicle and go.
min kedan na jeo
But whatever happened to me at that place,
nte kunte kuma fono la moy wo konto kono
I cannot personally tell anybody about that. Yes.
You told us that you left Jambur around 5 p.m.
yenyum fo nyanko albota jambur tela lulu wato ma fangol
ha
Yes.
and drove to Kololi.
altata kololi
ha
Yes.
You told us that you remained at that place in Kololi until around 7 p.m. the next day.
e ko albe wol donum hani fo asamo tela woro lawraro
ha
Yes.
Did your father or anyone else who was with you tell you about what happened during the period that you lost consciousness?
ako ifa bang wala fo mosi soto no molu kono je men sa fo e wato men e man boy fan kalama fo ka fo munku ni munku le keta
nga kuma kilin kalamta dem fama ka fonye ko ako dobi je
I was aware of one thing. My father said that there were times
konka molla samato chika bondi singuton ka fenna arkwano dinankata nkata arkwana karamol.
that I used to take people's shoes from their feet and tell them, give me my Al-Quran, I was going to lead prayers. But I was not aware of that. But this was narrated to me by my father.
Did you start to regain consciousness before you left Kololi?
Ako, fo silang wo ko men ketela wanya ka fili famma. Adamu tatale ka boy kunna janibe bola Kololi bang.
Janne manje moy ba ke ko
ako yala wotumo amunta imam boy fan kalama kotake so ka boy fan kalama adamu tatale bang jannibe bola Kololi
ha biri be yembula ni moto kono.
Yes, when I was put inside the vehicle.
Ha ngawo kalamtele.
Yes, I was aware of that.
Kan de biring yen samana fo bantabato jam.
Because when they brought me up to the Bantaba here,
nde fon la tamatan singola yembulo mutade baring mfon la tamatan singola fo na soko.
I personally walked on my own feet to my house, even though I was held and assisted.
But modol bijede wodol buka tamano de molla ke chika ke samba.
But there were some people who were not able to walk on their own. Their people had to come and carry them to their houses.
Manke konfon la tamatan fon de bar mol yem mutade bar tamatan singola mo fula ben kartanta te yem mutade ntamata fo na soko.
It's not that I walked to my house independently, even though I walked on my own feet, but I was being assisted. People held onto my two hands and they assisted me to walk to my house.
Imam, while you were at Kololi, do you recall seeing any other individuals who were detained apart from the group from Jambur?
Imam, ako wato mangalwe Kololi. Foi hakilo sim nyimuta yemu do fananji jele me ya lonko ya muta menni wo molute klinti ini menu bondina Jambur.
Hanen tolda futa wato je.
No.
Nka men beje je Jambur nkollo.
By the time we arrived there, all the people that I saw were residents of Jambur.
For biri mantaram fan kalama de fo konto kono de modo sinade bare min kalamuta otumo Jambur nkolle bi.
Except while I was unconscious, they might have brought in other individuals. But while I was conscious, all the people that I saw were people from Jambur here.
You told us about the immediate impact on yourself as well as some other detainees.
Ya fanyunga. Ita fango kola aniwo mo kotengo lumenu bije ko men ketela menu bota Jambur ya jele.
You said that some people couldn't walk, others like yourself had to be assisted.
Ya fako modolu fango sotonta je menu man tamano faye ka ulu chikale ke samba ita fango ita mata de bar molle fango ye fana mako e pour ke isamba.
Ha. Yes.
Can you tell us a bit more about the long-term impact that this had on you as well as some of the other members of your community as well as your visitors?
Fo isina fono nyebang wo ay mumman tora façon ne si ite fango kungoma ani mo kote ngolu menu ye isamba wonya jang menu be sirin jang ani ite fango la luntang lu menu ye ni menu sambanyol
to yan sempon ta fono ani luntang lu menu nata ya kantun kela kibaru de sotel wato wati.
Yes, I can narrate my own ordeal plus my visitors because I kept on getting information about them.
But sate kono jammiyo min fanang yemantoro sota ko kono hanni mantar balurin barila mol wolbe balu wolbe jan.
But the people inside the villagers themselves, whatever has happened to them, even if they are not alive to narrate their story, but their relatives are still here who can say something about what happened to them.
No hanni min fanal man kende be sasari.
Even those who are still sick,
ila mol be jan wolle alon sasa sifa jumalle be nyim molla.
Their people are here because they know what kind of ailment is disturbing these people. Personally, what happened to me? Before my father's death, my one eye had a problem.
Till
the time my father died,
biriye imamu ya dinna
When I was handed the role of the imam
ka salindiro ke jami'o to ka mol salindi jumola
to lead people for prayers at the mosque and even Friday prayers,
wo man tambi karkilin fulala
that didn't take 1 to 2 months.
na nya kilon buka je fenko keno
My one eye stopped seeing.
wo problemo bente balala
I still have that problem.
fondoma Bubakar Bojang wala kam fanam ma koy commentator fama ma koy la nyami bi wala kam mol salindi jumol
Up to the point that my younger brother, Bubakar Bojang, is the person who leads people in prayers nowadays and even for Friday prayers.
ay wo problemo dintela
I have that problem.
nada na luntang le biri seta kasamas
My visitors, after their return to Casamas,
kilon karfula sabadron o sasata
one of them, after 2 to 3 months, became sick.
jannin karlulo be banna dron abanda
Before 5 months, he died
I kan biya sambalo piano fonta abanda wolto
because he was later taken to the hospital where he died.
Can you tell us the name of that visitor of yours who passed away after the event?
Ilawo luntango meng saita Casamas wanyana atakuram fabanda atofo nyebang.
ka fo ina ko keba sedi
His name is Keba Sidi.
Do you know if prior to what happened at Kololi, he was in good health?
Ako janni ba min dilawo boro la kololi fo amari ala jata kende abana anyama le bang.
a jato be kende yarne kan duniya jabe wulla nan birin kasamas kana fo gambia jan kana san ko no jato be kandu fenko lo mati masin karalalo
He was healthy. That was why he was able to come all the way from Casamas to come here to pay respects for my late mother. His trade was he was a tailor by profession.
What about your second visitor from Casamas? What happened to
Ila
him?
luntam fulanjang o mem fanam bota Casamas fo ma moy imang akibar soto de ka fo kuketa.
wato waten naka to nyo kibaro moyla wo fanan be tembo min to amman kende a sasalo mo kawil ben tembo min fawdo last time bira la mon nata jang ko pura la telephone number ngakiliro ke je min nyanta la telephone number dilana atata la soko ne ko ben tembo min ta amman kende abe la ren siken sorre le tanoto
That one also, we are always in constant communication, but he also is not well. He's always up and down. In fact, last time when your people came here and they wanted to have his telephone, I called and the person who picked up the telephone told me that he's admitted. And as I speak to you now, he's now admitted at a hospital in Ziganjo.
Can you tell us his name?
Fo isio fanan to fo no nyebang.
o fanan to mo lamen tourelete
His name is Lamin Toure.
Do you know if prior to what happened at Kololi, he was in good health?
Ako fo fanan janni ya samba kololi o bori mindula. Fo fanan na jato be kende arne no wotumo.
fanan jato be kendar ne ya jabe wulla nan birin kasamas kana fo jang isalo jato be kendar ne num masongol fana mo ngalo min na masongol ma ke bullol lek
He was healthy. That was why he was able to leave Casamas and come all the way to this place. He was amazing.
And what about your third visitor who was from Katong? What happened to him?
Ila kuluntan sabanjango nyim membota kato fo yo fanan kibar soto le ka fo ko kusikala.
wo fanan be baluri na fele katon jang
Yes, he too is alive. He's over there in Kartong.
ar be en tembo min to wo fana atulo buka fewo fenne moy han ka kacha nyoyante chaka noti
But
atulo be sukital
at this moment that I speak to you, he is hard of hearing, and it is very difficult to have a conversation with him at the moment.
Can you tell us his name?
Wo fanan to fo nyebang.
amad tijani sedi
Amadou Tijan Sedi.
Prior to what happened at Kololi, did he have good hearing?
Ako janni ba sambala kololi o bori mindula. Fo kule ba tulol la bang tulol diatal no wotumo bang.
atulo be diarim ani molka hadama ya fengo beki
His hearing did not have any defects.
You said that other people in the community also suffered other types of impact after you returned.
Yenyum fanyen ko modolu fanalu be alla jama molu kono jang men yalon kul fanalu kulu kete la le bilale murutana fom akata wanyale.
ha
Yes.
While we will hear from other witnesses, can you just generally tell us what types of impact you heard in relation to other members of your community.
Ako ngalon tumandolu wol fanalu bi molu be soto la le menu bina sede yaro la jambari te la crossiro ni la kil toto fo isa lonno mum ku fason le keta wolu dolu la isa bo men kalama
mo jama bi je wol fatale bari la mol bi janne
Yes.
wol si ila wo jama bi je wol be kurandi kuran min si sasa min si fa bela ila mol le so fono.
Yes, there are some individuals that passed on, but their relatives are here. There are also others who are sick, and they will be in a better position to narrate to you the type of sicknesses that they are experiencing.
Lastly, apart from what you've told us, are you aware of any type of stigma associated with any of these individuals who were taken away to Kololi and termed possible witches and wizards?
yemen fonye jang wolu be kola nyimmolu la karola ye mennu mutateng fodum tesiro wala chodiro sotontale ye menke molu dolula men yalon ko ye mutaw nyake samba kololi men yalon ko dun taman toro kono
yalon fenno mo mi yalon ko aka fo banko kan nyamin
Yes.
anin ko nyimbe nyamin imankeli.
Yes, this is something which you know that the way it is talked about in the country and the way in which it happened are totally different things.
Bari nyinna ka fo banko kan ko ye buwalle mutajamburu ye sambal.
Because this is what is always talked about in the country, that witches or wizards were captured in Jambur and taken away.
Bari akuo koto duma politikole bije
But underneath all of this, there was politics.
politikelo rebe duma
This was a political fight that was underneath.
wala be keri.
That was what was happening.
Perhaps you can say a few words about how the community can move forward from such stigma and association with witches and wizards.
ako bitum fo e fanan isi kuma danta fono kamolu yamari kamolu hakilolu nyinyandi puru jama molu sinyo malu nyanta nyo sambala nyamin mune be kolu bete andila mune be kolu nyinyala ka sinyo ya diandi kolu nyanta tala nyamin.
So you can address that in your final statement.
bitum ila kumo kumfadula isi o kachano moliye.
But for now, I have come to the end of my questions.
Bari nyintembeng atela nyininkaro ayo banne sayin.
I will hand over to the commissioners who may have additional questions.
Sayin abe kumo saundi la commissionali ya ase keno molu bewlu kono menu be lafla ke nyininka.
And then you will be given the opportunity to say a few final words.
Bitun nin commissionali ye nyininka ni obotala utumo long ibe silo dila ite fangola ibe lafla kumo memfola gambian koli ye sate o molu hadama ya la karola ifanansina wo kachadi.
Thank you very much for answering my questions, Imam.
Ako Imam inumbara bake yenna nyininkarolu jabi anyama.
Mr. Chairman, I hand over to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Emma Council, and thank you, Imam Omar Bojang, for your testimony.
Chairman commission chairman ko inumbara bake imam andung inimbara yesonta kana sede yaro la jang.
We're truly sorry the indignities and the humiliations that were meted out to you and your colleagues.
Ako ise haketu ye do yarolu anim man torolu men ya lonko ya la ite kan inin jama molu men ye mutajang ako keta balafati andunga keta nikuyati tonya ise haketu.
It was terribly wrong that these indignities and humiliations were carried out by people who were sponsored by the former president and to a certain extent the state.
Ako nyimolu men ya lonko yo kruya kolu tamandi kawo doyaro ning wo mantora façon la molukan ñilumu molleti men ya lonko banko kanjam mollem adungol fanalu banko president fangole bulo be koto ke dépense pour ye ñing ku façon lu la molukan.
Sorry, you and the Jambur community were at the receiving end of these indignities.
Ise haketo itani Jambur molu ñi ñom mantora façon nin doyar façon ya la telkan.
bunda kilimbe je de nginen karo ni si o koindimma.
There is one aspect that I want you to clarify for me.
Ye si se duntu wulawni ba wulawni ye mel kanate kabroto.
The red cock and the red goat that were killed at the cemetery, where did they come from?
You also Jamburjane bam for in the world natally.
Did they secure them here in Jambur, or did they come along with them?
I
cannot say anything about that and how they came here. However, they got those, I cannot say.
Thank you very much. Commissioners, if you have any questions, please indicate.
Akoy numbar silang commissioner dolu nimmo moy ñinin kar soto wol fanan be ñinin kala.
Commissioner Kinte, you have the floor.
Sayin commissioner Kinte le lafte ñinin kala.
Assalamu alaikum ya imam.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Ya fonye ko biri bota nang yemindi nyindulanto inata.
You said after you returned from this place where you were given this concoction to drink,
inya ilanjuro soto fo nyilabango fango salindiro ebuka keno anyama.
One of your eyes developed a problem to the extent that as we speak you are not able to lead prayers.
Baranga kilo ba kan ko ila kacha kono ye fenkilim bambandi o senkan nte musenelalte woto ngamuta ko senela bale mutino.
But I can recall one thing which you have said during your testimony, and you kept repeating it. You kept saying that you are a farmer, and I suppose you are a very strong farmer.
Ori nyimmingo yedunte nyimmen kono to nyimantoro men kono kora mela seno bulo lanjuru fo ay la balu nya detendi.
Hope this trouble that you went through that brought about this injury, has it not, or has it retarded your work as a farmer?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. This aspect you said, before this incident happened to me, the strength that I had on the side of farming, now I don't have it. And farming alone is my business. Yes.
Thank you. Bishop, you have the floor.
Saim Bishop Odiko wala be ñinin kala.
Thank you, Chairman. Imam Omar Bojang.
Thank you.
The men who were dressed in red
Ako molu men yo fe wulengolu dum.
And came to your house.
Inata ila bungoto.
And took you and your visitors.
Yeten la luntangolu bondije.
Were you, how did it happen? Was it that you were willing to go along with them, or did you resist going along with them?
Ako aketa nyadile nyildung adiate fongole pru ini yeta nyola bang fodung ilafta balanale ibulu pru ki ye samba.
Hani wodula mam balangu nyai tandila munkamala.
At that juncture, I did not resist them, and the reason was
green boys will be fari noma.
There were many green boys.
Soldier will be noma.
They also had soldiers.
Ninta kombe balango itandili raji.
If I tried to resist at that point,
niya mantora milante kan wobe kanya nante fele.
Whatever punishment or
but luntangulu mini bota bantale natante sango kondo lantea.
But those are visitors that came to pay condolences to
me. Mantoro la welcome.
If they had done any harm to them,
that
would have been a big shame for me. That was why I told them, let's go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Carr, you have the floor.
Commissioner Carr, will lafte ñinin kala.
Thank you, Chairman. My question is just linked to what Council asked you to share ideas about how you think the community can move forward. And since you are the Imam, I'd like to know what role religion can play in that. Thank you.
Altilafta me itang lela dronko commissioner do ye ñinin kamen na wayri be almami ya silo kan fo bitun ibe sila jumale tala wala ni be men yitandi la molla men si jamalu sondomolu murundi nyokan pro sinyo ya e dia kule sono ya akala fta wo dronne yitandi lela
fa to nyala wo ya maro be mbulle
It's true, I have that advice.
kando han biringa ko botala
Because even just after the incident,
ntolnga ya maro na alfali ya maro minke saten kono jang
our leaders give advice in this village.
otmon fama be imam yala
At that time, my father was still the imam.
akonni momin dabulata ko kono nyin sate kono jambe ngan hako boy ni nyoy ngake kiluntin tolle kama be nyola sangol ton tolle kama be nyola kulliyo to momo na ko ku soto inin sate molla ka dengala oto ngakenu kiluntu nganyina no yenkola.
He said, whosoever was involved in this issue, let us all come together and forgive each other. Because we are the ones that used to go to each other's funerals and each other's naming ceremony.
Alfali o ya maro dinna janna.
The elders gave that advice here.
Thank you, Imam Jallo. You have the floor.
Imam Jallo wala lafte nyinin kala
Witness,
ako sedo
I have one question for you.
nyinin kar kilin ni bente bulumbe nyinin kala menna
As a Muslim,
misilme ya silo wayri mu muslimoti
from the day you were captured,
kabo lumben na yemuta
did you have the chance to say your prayers
ako fodum wo wucce kono yela salo keno le bang
from the time they captured you up to the time they left you?
kabirin wato men yemuta fo katabula wato men ibe bulala fo ka salino le bang
ani yalo salo momin ba fan kalama wala ka salo keno
No, prayers is performed by someone who is conscious.
bar jaman taram fan kalama
But I was not conscious.
be dunia karo karam fan mo fefen nde fem fono lam fan la kodo
Well-
o mari de sal ko nya soto no
Whatever part of the world I was, I cannot say anything about that. So that individual, such a person, cannot pray.
Thank you very much indeed. Oh, yes. Imam Sti, you have the floor.
imam si ufanan lafte nyinin kala le
Imam Omar Bojang ñu ngi lay nuyu de la santa
ako imam Omar Bojang mbe kontonna mbe jayla
ñun imam yi itam ñu ngi mettitu lu la dal
akon itelu almamulu fanan ibela ni kuya itandila pour benketela
metti na trop
akadi min tabake
waaye nag aduna moom lu yàlla dogal rek mooy am
ako bari dunia ala kitita menna wala kake
gannaaw dem nga ba tollu nii te yaa ngi ba léegi yaa ngi nekk imam
akon dum wayri tata hanu fo isita nyin temboto adum hanim bi ay be almami ya silo kan
sant yàlla rek
ala tentu
ñu ngi koy mettitu bu baax a baax a baax
akoy fanalu bela ni kuya nin solo itandilela
Thank you.
Panang
Imam
kontanta
Bojang,
wala.
if you have any final remarks to make, please proceed to do so now.
ako sayim bitum ifanan nakumo kum fadula mafawla yekumolu menu soto ka fo gambiyankol nin jambur molye anin ibe men yitandila molula ifanan siwo fo sayim
alhamdulillah rabbil alamin mbe ala tendu
I thank God.
komin ifangol botami ya maro diula na sansai
Just as they give advice,
tanna alfali fanal kay ya maro wala janne
it also was the case that our leaders here too usually give the same kind of advice.
mole min be siri
The people that are living together,
wala kadunyo kasida
they used to go into each other's
they used to have
problems.
as far as they are
wala ka ku kenyola mi ya longa manke silodi
They will do things to one another which may not be proper.
kandu nini momo mantar siri
Because if you are not seated in the same place with someone,
ini wote ku sambale kam mem manke silodi wala fanante ku sambala kam mem mandiay
you will not take anything to that individual which is not proper, or the individual will not also do something to you which is not right.
oto nalbe siri ngale ku sambanyo kam mem man bendo fe
So, but if you are together, living together, and you do things to each other which are not proper,
mi ya ke wo sonda ko ngani men ke amanke silodi
the one that did it admits that what I have done is not the right thing to do.
ota aya kete min fanan na ite fana nyanta yam fo dilala nima woke iman hadama diyati mande
then to you that he had committed that act to, if you have not forgiven him or her, then you are not also doing things in the right way.
Otonga kata nga yampo di nyola.
So let's try and forgive one another.
Barna yamaro domandium bita mansakunda la karola.
But my advice, a little bit of which will go towards the government.
Kantu nyinko min keta banko kan.
Because what happened in the country,
albe nyinko min kiskisola teng.
this issue that you are now investigating,
niya akuwa sababu jibe.
If you check to find out the reason for it,
ika akuwa be murindi katana president koto lekan.
All of it is taken back and attached to the former president.
Otonaya maro bita maralalikan.
So my advice will go to those in authority.
Niye maraloke.
If you are in the exercise of your authority,
ila marathon,
the people that you are ruling over,
kana nyimuta ko kartenna ko kunna karebe na ko kunna madumbe kuja wala kila nyindona nyindonga kukendo kewoye.
Don't discriminate and say that because this one is not interested in my affairs, so I will do bad things to him or her. This guy is interested in my affairs, I will do good things to the individual. God is there for all of us.
I call fonyel kukendo ko I am bondi dunia bin kama purkate bato.
He told us good things. He brought us to this world so that we could worship him.
But
there are some people who are not agreeing to worship God.
But
that is not a reason for God to do something bad to them. And he could do it. So for them, some of them, it's because of those things that is even making them progress more in life. Were they not made by God? So that any person who is in authority, don't take it to say that this one is not interested or is not supporting me, let me do bad things to the person. But wicked leaders also, they are not many. People who are close to the leaders, they are the ones who turn the leaders into bad people. So those that are close to the rulers, I am now also advising you. When a ruler or a president is ready to do something which they know that is not something that is good, let them advise him and tell him that this is not good, this is not in the interest of the country, and that which is in the interest of the country, let them advise him to take that course. Because what happened,
Banko president ngalo ne president koto janna be nyinko kala be nyun kumandanya ani molle sita ndu molle asembentu yala.
I know that the former president, before these individuals came to this country, he must have sat with some people to discuss the issue, and those people were the ones who empowered him to do what he did.
Oto kunun data TRRC Allah obsodo ngaje sapenge never again.
Therefore, yesterday I went to your office at the TRRC and I saw it written, never again.
Otombenga katan wo never again. Kukuna seke banko na sota seke banko dingule mantoro wo kana ke banko kan kotake.
So let us now try on that never again slogan. Anything that will take this country backwards, anything that will bring misunderstanding in this country, let's ensure that that does not happen again.
Otombe mobe tentulambe jayila mbe na ala fanalamba tentulamba jayila albe do kunyima me na banko kan for ala senar so nyato tara ko kono.
I thank you all, I honor you all the visitors that came in this commission. I pray that God will make it that this work will progress.
Thank you very much indeed, Imam Omar Bojang, for your testimony. We will take a 30-minute break and come back at 12 noon. 12:30, my apologies.
Inum bara baka Imam Omar Bojang bitun silam benna dahandim folotala bitun ning alasontan simurunan talantan nim flanin tala.
correction helps those who really want the 30 minutes, not the 1 minute break. But thank you again very much, for your testimony. We come back at 12:30. It is adjourned.